Listen, I am just as shocked as you are, okay? Sanji is doing all of this with no raid suit on. Sanji went 1v2 against King and Queen with no raid suit on. I have no idea what the hell's going on there. But Sanji he hasn't used his raid suit. I don't know. Well, okay, I can assume why. The idea here is that Sanji can't use his fire with the raid suit on, because one of the abilities of the raid suit is to mitigate fire. That's one of its innate abilities. So, maybe? But I'm not too sure. Sanji was surprising me in this arc with his power with the raid suit. And then fight against Queen and still no raid suit? Huh? And then Zoro, we're gonna hopefully see him utilize what he's learned or what he's shown in the Kaido fight or in the group fight. Ashura may have leveled up after Kaido, now that he's maybe the whole Conqueror's Haki thing and putting on the blade, which may have something to do with the Black Blade, but because the Black Blade thing, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure with Zoro, because we don't know what a Black Blade is. Like I was saying before, Sanji, with that $100 dono in my wallet, you're correct. Sanji's doing all of this, and he hasn't slapped on the raid suit. The raid suit is defensively a fucking powerhouse. It is dumb how durable Sanji is with that suit on. But I don't know that applies for his offense as well. I would assume that it would, because he has the, what do they call? He has the acceleration devices on his heels. But at the same time, can use the fire. Again, the innate properties of the raid suit do mitigate fire. That's the innate ability of the raid suit, to mitigate fire. And his raid suit seems to be way more durable than the other raid suits that we've seen before. That's what it seems to be. And also in this arc too, keep in mind that Sanji, by both Luffy and Jinbei, was noted to have better observation haki when it comes to sensing. And apparently, off screen, he's been dodging lasers left and right. So that may be something that we see. And once again, in the anime, which I think is more canon than the mangas, I would argue at least, when he puts on the raid suit, they do say in the narration that he is light speed. You can argue it makes some degree of sense, because Niji is also light speed. If Niji is light speed, why not Sanji with the raid suit? Lanji, you already know, light speed Sanji. I agree. But with the raid suit, he probably won't ever master the raid suit until, I surmise, he gets more intel from Germa on how to use the raid suit fully and appropriately, which I think will probably be more towards the end of the series. That's my guess on that one. We haven't seen Sanji use the Hell's Memories in a minute now, so that may be a thing against Queen. And then what, to go like even further beyond, at the end of the day, for Sanji, it may be like similar to Jabra, where Sanji fight against Jabra, it was a hard fight, and he beat Jabra, but he could walk away from that fight and still do more stuff. If Sanji can beat Queen and still walk away and do more stuff, can still, you know, be a part of whatever the hell scheme, plan, whatever, then Sanji, I think, without a doubt, at that point in time, is within the first division commander spot. That's where I have Zoro right now, because of what we saw with Kaido stuff. Now with Zoro, I don't know what Zoro's gonna start doing off the gate, but because Kaido mentioned Conqueror's Haki, and Zoro knows what he was talking about, but the anime had to fill in those gaps. Let's keep it a buck. The anime had to fill in those gaps, and we see Zoro actually flex and knock out people. Albeit, I think instinctively, like he didn't know what was going on, or he thought that they were drunk off their asses. So maybe Zoro now is gonna try and figure out how to incorporate Haki into his attacks against Queen. Against King. That's what I'm thinking. Zoro can't be Law though. I would agree with you before Enma. After Enma, I think it changes. Now, to be fair, I would still say that Law does have the best sword feat, but I put Zoro over Law now, for sure. Act 2? Yeah, in Act 2, they discuss Black Blades. Green, what is captain level? Bonnie's a captain. So, are Bonnie and Zoro equal? Yes. Hey, yo, show me. I see you. Well, Capone, considering how, using Ty's logic, considering how Capone can take big one's attacks for a period of time in castle form, yeah, I think Capone can take Ashura. I think that Capone with the castle form could take the dragon, the flying dragon blaze. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. But he has the feats. Capone has the feats. That being said, Zoro, some Black Blade stuff, maybe. I'm not too sure about that one. It could be like because we saw Zoro go all out against Kaido. And how long can Zoro fight for? Because remember, there's still another thing for Zoro's plot in this arc, I think, as well, that's to be finished. And that's the Orochi stuff. I would still like to believe that Hiri's on the island, on Onigashima, somewhere. Because that's the person that we saw with the scabbards. I think it was Hiri. And then Orochi's still alive, I'll argue. When Hiri said to Zoro, I want to kill Shogun Orochi. And Zoro clearly felt, I mean, even beforehand, felt a certain type of way about that. Where you want to take revenge for Yasue. And Hiri and Zoro have a very close tie in this arc. That's very obvious. That's very obvious. So, after King the Wildfire, Zoro's condition is going to be probably even worse. Because after the drug wears off, Zoro's going to be really, really f***ed. But I still want Zoro to have that whole thing with Orochi and complete that plotline. That's what I still want. What could also happen in this fight is that King the Wildfire, he does break Zoro's Sandai Katetsu. Yes, 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 yes. King breaks Zoro's Sangetetsu. Why? Easy reason why. Because there's a better sword. There's a better sword that at the beginning of this arc, Zoro had his eyes on. But Luffy was fucking around. Had his goddamn cock out. Like, woohoo! Yippee! And it was like, hey, don't throw the sheath, you idiot! Oh, why still? Okay, my bad. It still says pre-stream, my bad, Keck. Yes. Look, you have to understand that we are on pace for end of series right now. And Zoro, what I want to see from Zoro come end of series is I want 3 Black Blades. I want Zoro to have 3 Black Blades, right? All of them upgraded from Owazemono, so great grade to supreme grade. That's what I want. I want Zoro to have 3 supreme grade swords. That's what I want. Sanji, no. Yo, to be fair, Sanji has 3 black legs, 2 and the one in the middle. I mean, listen, man, Pudding would know. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Sanji, damn, son, where'd you find this? I'm just saying. But Sanji, so this is how I know that the parallel between Zoro and Sanji is always maintained. It's always maintained. And it's never gonna change, I think. That's why I say like they're very, like, they're equal. Zoro is going to have, I hope at least, a new sword with the Nyaikatetsu. Okay? So he levels up at the end of this arc, probably. And then Sanji is going to get modifications to his raid suit. Because I don't think that Franky and Usopp could do that. Because they're building ships. So you see how it converges very nicely on Zoro and Sanji's part to keep pace with Luffy. That was always the thing, I thought. Or at least, no, not always. But after Thriller Bark, my whole thoughts on Sanji changed after reading Thriller Bark. Sanji's actually a lot more powerful than I thought he was after that arc. But that being said, the fact that Luffy has made so many tremendous gains in terms of power, and Zoro and Sanji were falling behind, but Enma and the raid suit, and then also the stuff with stealing Kinemon's Firefox style, whatever the fuck, and then being noted to by Luffy and Jim to have better hockey in terms of the observation hockey, fighting against Queen the Wildfire with no raid suit. What? We've already seen Zoro at full power, but there's a chance now that Zoro's going to go even further beyond, and Sanji will see in full power, plus even further beyond too. So that's my guess that we're going to see from now on. So we have, again, the parallel attack, so the 3-sword style Perk Norengiri, and the Devil Mouton Mallet. Cool. By the way, that was a great panel. With King and Queen looking like kaijus. King Kong, King, Godzilla, Queen over here. And Marco, oh man, just... Marco! Boy, it gets a really small, wimpy That's all you get. Marco was tapped out, yo. Where's Jack? Inuarashi. I don't know. Inuarashi. That's where Jack is.